So, earlier on this week, well, in fact, on Sunday just passed, on the 24th of May 2026, Arsenal, the team that you may have gathered I support and have been supporting since the 70s, won the Premier League once again. They haven't won it since I left the UK, so it's been 22 years, and it was about time. And on Sunday, they wore their white strip. They played against Crystal Palace, and I got to wear this shirt that I bought for my birthday. Thank you, Mum. You bought it for me. Got it personalised, if you can see the back there, with Ricardo 66, and the year I was born, and it was just so much about time. And I thought, well, what should I do to celebrate this momentous achievement? Well, first of all, I thought, well, I'll put on some music. And there's so many bands that support Arsenal and singers. I was going to go Cat Stevens. I thought about Spandau Ballet. Tony Hadley was at a cup final I was at once, and he sang the national anthem. Dido, who I'm quite a fan of and have seen a little while ago with Kate, also an Arsenal fan. But in the end, I went with Pink Floyd. I know at least two of this mob here, if you can see them, at least two of them, Roger Waters and David Gilmour, are in fact fans of Pink Floyd. So I've got a medal on right at the moment. They're playing One of These Days. And of course the line goes, one of these days, the very last line is, I'm going to chop you into little pieces. All great about that. Hopefully I don't speak so long it gets on to the third track on this album, because that track finishes off with singing at Liverpool's ground at Anfield, with them singing their signature anthem of You'll Never Walk Alone, and somehow that just doesn't go with me wanting to celebrate Arsenal's Premier League victory. So I invented a cocktail, and it is a riff on a cocktail invented by Simon Difford, the guy who does Difford's Guide and is a cocktail maker extraordinaire, and he made a cocktail called a Red Manhattan. Well, I thought, London is red now, and so I wanted to make a red London to mark the achievements of Arsenal winning the Premier League title, and it is a riff off that Red Manhattan, as I say. So let's just start straight away. I'm going with gin. So the difference between a Manhattan, of course, is a whiskey cocktail, but this is a riff on that, and so it's a gin cocktail. London famously connects with gin. I am not using a London gin though. I am using this gunpowder Irish gin. I like the taste of it. I think it's a cool bottle, and it also pays homage to a lot of Arsenal's Irish roots from when I first started watching the team back in the mid-70s. So we'll have 2 ounces of that. I'll try not to spill it everywhere in my excitement. Okay, 2 ounces of that is actually going everywhere. I can't believe it's because I may have set this chair at the wrong height. I had some issues with my recording equipment earlier on, and it's all looking a bit shaky. Okay, now, typically this would go with red vermouth. I'm not doing that. I am going a very much more drink associated with London, probably Wimbledon really, which is not Arsenal, but nonetheless, Pimm's will really give it that sort of London feel that the gin is not giving it. So I'm going to go 1 ounce of that. So we keep our ratios 2-to-1, but there is going to be another ingredient in here, which actually just mimics the Red Manhattan that Simon Difford came up with, and that is using some Luxardo maraschino liqueur. At least it's in red and white for Arsenal, so I feel okay about that. Don't want to overdo this, so I think 1/2 of an ounce should do us very nicely, like so. And then final ingredient in this, what I hope is going to be a delicious cocktail. Well, I did try it earlier on, so I think it kind of is a couple of dashes of Angostura bitters, like so. That has all gone into my already ice-filled stirring glass. Going to stir it, because that's what you do with this thing. Hopefully not drowning out Pink Floyd too much, but it's probably better if I do, because what happens otherwise is it gets piracy or other kind of notices from YouTube, and I don't really want that. So there we go. There's the drink, nicely chilled. I'm going to pour it into my chilled cocktail glass, like so. And the only garnish is going to be 1 skewered cocktail cherry. This is a maraschino cherry, and let's see what we've got. Oh yes, that's delicious. Cheers and up the arse.